Hi, I'm Sarah and this is my first YouTube channel. So, we are gonna learn physics together. Let's start. Ta-da! One of the most important things in physics are quantities. And we actually have two types of quantities. The first one is the base quantities, or we can also call it fundamental quantities. They are the most important quantities that we have, and we write every other quantities based on them. And there are 7 things that we're gonna learn together. The first one is length. Length, we call it with meter. It's the main type of writing it, and we call it with m. And we have 1 meter means 100 centimeter, and also that means 1000 millimeters. Yeah, and this is length. We can use it a lot. We can say how tall we are, we can say how high is a tower, we can say how deep is a swimming pool, or different cool things. The next one is mass. Mass, we call it with kilogram, gram, or different things. We gonna learn these two first. Kilogram is the most important one, and 1 kilogram means 1000 gram, and we can call it for our weight. And actually, mass means how something weight. For example, we can say how our cells weight, or for example, when we're gonna go in airport, we know that our luggage should be under 20 kilogram weight, unless we want to pay more money. But yeah, we use it a lot. For example, imagine you want to make a cake. You need a 100 gram of flour. It means what? If it says 100 gram, you should know that if you are weighing it with a kilogram, you should say that it's 1 like this kilogram, and you should know this so you can make a good cake and don't make a disaster. Yeah. The next one that we're gonna learn together is time. Time is the most important thing in the holy world. And we have things like time flies. And yeah, so the most important thing in our life is time. So we say it with S, and also we can say it for example, with hour, or we can say it with minutes. It's not different. Or for example, days, months, years, anything. We don't have any exceptions. And the next one is thermodynamic temperature. It's called thermodynamic temperature, but it's same as temperature that we have in our own life. And we say it with Kelvin. That's a big cup, like this. And it's that. The next one is amount of substance. What's amount of substance? It's how much we have of something. For example, imagine you wanna say you have 2 socks, or for example, you can say you have 3 books. But when you're gonna say we have a few of carbon dioxide, we can't actually say how many. And scientists have found a way. They say it with mole. What's mole? Mole is one of the things that scientists use to say how amount of substance they have. For example, we can say 1 mole of carbon dioxide, and everyone knows how amount of things we are gonna say. And yeah, it's mostly used in chemistry. And the next one that we have is electrical current. Electrical current, we say it with A as ampere. It's like this. And this is one of the things that we usually see. I mean, on lamps, on the electronical things that we buy, we can't see it. They say how much ampere is something on it. And they should write it actually, because if we don't pay attention to this, we may get our home in a fire and we will be burned. So, happy luck, learn this. And the next one is luminous intensity. Luminous intensity means how much of light we have. And we call it with candela, and it's a CD. Actually, it's not one of the things that we learn a lot and we use it a lot, and it's just something that we learn it called, we should learn it. It's not something that we usually use it in days. It's actually used for we call how amount of light we have. And yeah. And now we go to derived quantities. Derived quantities are something that we write it based on these things that we learned until now, based on these 7 quantities. And they're like, for example, speed, force, and things like that. We're gonna learn them more together in the few next episodes. But bye! I love you so much.